Welcome to the Embassy of Ireland in Brasilia on the occasion of St. Patrick's Day 2022. Céad Míle fáilte romhgóiléir agus bannach le féile Pádraig. Bem-vindos à Embaixada da Irlanda na ocasião do Dia de São Patrícia 2022. Eu gostaria de estender minhas calorosas boas-vindas aos nossos amigos brasileiros e à nossa comunidade irlandesa para os quais o Brasil é um lar. Esse ano, nosso Dia Nacional acontece em um momento de dificuldade excepcional para a Europa, pois estamos encarando um conflito na Ucrânia que tem chocado o mundo. O Dia de São Patrícia permite uma oportunidade especial para conectarmos com nossas comunidades em casa e no exterior, especialmente com as pessoas na Ucrânia. Ao longo dos últimos 2 anos, na pandemia do coronavírus, a comunidade irlandesa tem demonstrado a resiliência incrível e temos nos sentido animados pela demonstração de comunidade e conexão que tem nos mantido seguir adiante em meio a tempos tão difíceis. Aqui no Brasil, a Irlanda também contribuiu na luta contra o coronavírus através da doação dos medicamentos vitais. O governo do Brasil, por meio do nosso apoio à Cruz Vermelha brasileira, em resposta à crise de oxigênio nos Amazonas, e pela nossa continuada parceria com a Fundação Amazônia Sustentável, ajudando as comunidades indígenas na região Amazônia. Hoje, pensamos principalmente no povo da Ucrânia, que está em fase de uma luta inimaginável pela liberdade e pela democracia. Essas pessoas têm nosso apoio total. Marcaremos esse dia de São Patrício com solidariedade, ao invés de celebração, e vamos expressar nossa identidade irlandesa com dedicação aos valores democráticos e humanitários. Mais uma vez, a comunidade irlandesa tem demonstrado sua incrível generosidade no apoio ao povo ucraniano. E milhares de irlandeses abriram suas casas para ucranianos que precisavam de abrigo. A Irlanda retirou todos os requisitos de visto para ucranianos em fuga de conflitos e vamos continuar na vanguarda dos esforços internacionais para trazer fim para esse conflito e para promover paz e segurança internacionais. Eu apresento com grande honra an Taoiseach, Micheál Martin.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Brazil. Bannach tí na féile Pádraig ormh go léir. Tá áthas orm a bheith caint lebanúh thar ceann bhuaintear na hÉirden, agus lá le Pádraig á ceiliúradh going i ngár is a géin. Gach áit inar féidir ló, tá ár muintear ag achcheangain leis an bobal má gúrd. Ár bobal ag achcheangail le na chéile, agus éire ag achcheangail leis an domhan. Mar sin féin, tá scá ár geiliúradh imlíne leis an déan leathas agus rial dlí fí bhagart. I am delighted to be able to speak to you today on behalf of Ireland. Our celebrations this year are tempered by the reminder that democracy and the rule of law can never be taken for granted. And so, this year especially, let St. Patrick's Day be a moment to recall and to extol human fellowship, empathy and solidarity, true values of a republic. For let there be no mistake, this is a decisive moment for democratic freedoms and values everywhere. 100 years ago, our country was taking our first decisions as a sovereign democratic state. An early act on the international stage in 1923 was to join the League of Nations. Multilateralism and international cooperation has shaped who we are from the very start. In 1955, we joined the United Nations, 3 years later, our service as international peacekeepers began. Ireland today has the longest unbroken peacekeeping record of any nation in the world. Peacekeeping is a proud tradition ingrained in our culture. 50 years ago, we voted to join what is now the European Union, a union formed in the ruins of war to create unbreakable bonds of peace across Europe. Our European Union membership has added new rich layers of identity, of belonging and of solidarity. And so, on this St. Patrick's Day, I say with confidence on your behalf, we reassert our unequivocal commitment to democratic and humanitarian values by standing with the people of Ukraine. We again declare our unshakable support for the rule of law. We are one with the people of Ukraine. Their freedom is our freedom. Their struggle is our struggle. Friends, Céad, after 2 long years, we are emerging from the COVID-19 pandemic. We have learned a lot about ourselves. We know we are resilient. We've also seen how much each of us depends on the other. We are facing new challenges, but we will face them together and we will prevail. Our people are reconnecting with their communities. Our communities are reconnecting with each other, and Ireland is reconnecting with the world. That spirit of connection will guide us in the coming months. I believe that Irish people everywhere will respond to what is happening in Ukraine with the same energy, compassion and conviction that we have showed during the COVID crisis. We will be tested economically, personally, institutionally, but we will respond as a proud member of the community of democratic nations and as citizens of a republic. I would like to take a moment to pay a special tribute to Irish people across the world for the manner in which you have faced the pandemic. Ireland is immensely proud of how our people at home and abroad responded to the crisis with humanity, selflessness and generosity. Our healthcare workers, our aid workers and our peacekeepers all represent our country with great distinction. There are countless examples of our diaspora reaching out the hand of friendship and of care to the more vulnerable members of our community during difficult times. For that, I thank you. Over the past 2 years, the richness of Irish artistic output has kept alive a flame of hope, a welcome reminder of human potential when we felt most powerless. Ireland salutes you all. And now we're all called upon again in a new and terrible crisis. Together, we will rise to this challenge and the other great environmental and security challenges that face the world. We will work in unity to protect and restore international law and the principles of the UN Charter. We will redouble our efforts to ensure peace and stability across our European neighbourhood. We remember those we have lost in the pandemic. We will honour their memory by strengthening our bonds of community and implementing real change that reflects the important and often profound lessons we have learned. Ní neart go cur le chéile. There is no strength without unity, a sentiment that has a special resonance at this time. We stand together and we stand with the international community of democratic nations. We stand for a better world and we stand against autocracy and oppression wherever they appear. We stand with Ukraine. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, Taoiseach. Culture is at the centre of our communities, both at home and abroad, and our creativity is at the heart of who we are as a people. Our creativity is manifested in a myriad of ways, and our offering today is a reflection of this. We will begin with a piece by Art Dowsa called Le Céile Ona Céile, which highlights the wonderful energy of traditional Irish dancing. Our children are our future. And I know that many of you enjoyed the talents of these young Irish dancers last year, and we're pleased to include it once again. Our second piece, opening Ulysses, is extremely relevant this year as we celebrate the centenary of James Joyce's masterpiece. The opening Ulysses piece focuses on the first line of the novel and was performed in 40 locations around the world, including here in Brazil. We hope that you enjoy these expressions of Irish culture as they serve as a reminder to us of the unifying power of culture to connect us in solidarity across the globe. Thank you.
Stately.
Plump. Stately.
Plump.
Plump.
Plump. Buck.
Plump. Stately. Plump. Buck.
Mulligan.
Came from.
Mulligan. Buck.
Plump.
Buck. Mulligan.
Came from
Stairhead.
From the stairhead. From the
Stairhead. Plump. Buck.
Mulligan.
Plump, buck, mulligan, gang.
Bearing a
Bowl.
bowl of
Bearing.
a bowl.
Bowl of
Lather.
Bowl of
Mulligan.
On which
on which
a mirror.
of lather on which
A mirror.
On which a mirror
razor. And the razor.
lay crossed. Lay crossed. Lay
Stately.
Plump.
Stately. Plump.
plump, buck, stately.
Plumpy.
Buck, mulligan. Came from the mulligan. Buck, plump, came from the stairhead. From the stairhead. From the stairhead. Buck, mulligan. Bearing a bowl. Bearing a bowl of lava.
Mulligan.
Bearing a bowl of lava.
Which mirror. which a mirror,
and a razor.
Lay cross.
ladder,
Mirror and a razor.
Stately.
stately,
Backward.
Mulligan.
From the stairhead.
came from the stairhead. A boat,
Bearing a
Bowl of ladder.
ladder.
Mulligan.
On which
and razor.
mirror. On which
and a razor,
Lay cross.
and a razor. Razor. Lay.
Cross.
Stately plump,
Buck Mulligan.
Came from the stairhead,
bearing
A bowl of ladder.
on which
a mirror and a razor lay crossed.
Hello, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. A nossa recepção está chegando ao fim. Gostaria de expressar minha gratidão a todos vocês por se juntarem a nós na celebração do nosso Dia Nacional, o Dia de St. Patrick. Uma celebração global que este ano, à medida que o mundo se abre, enfatiza a reconstrução de conexões e apoio às comunidades em todo o mundo. I truly hope that you enjoyed the wonderful performances of Irish music and dancing, and in particular the performance of spoken word looking at James Joyce's masterpiece, Ulysses. I hoped that it conveyed for you a sense of Ireland and a sense of home for our Irish citizens and for our diaspora. In celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, we recognise and we acknowledge the resilience and solidarity of Irish, Brazilian and people everywhere throughout the pandemic, whose connections to home have been so severely impacted. It is encouraging, however, that society is opening up, and as it does, we can look forward to coming together again. With this in mind, I would like to acknowledge our wonderful and vibrant Irish community here in Brazil, including those of you who have recently become Irish citizens. Welcome to our Irish family. The strong and growing Brazilian community in Ireland, those of you who have become close friends of Ireland and hold a deep appreciation for our people, places and culture. Those of you who have lived, studied or worked in Ireland before returning to Brazil. And finally, the wonderful diplomatic community here in Brazil and our close friends across Brazilian government and society. Obrigado pela amizade, colaboração e parceria ao longo do último ano. Durante o ano passado, tivemos o prazer de conhecer alguns de vocês pessoalmente e esperamos, com entusiasmo renovado, por novas oportunidades para reconectar e fortalecer nossos laços com vocês todos nas próximas semanas e meses. Friends, today we shared with you just a small taste of Ireland. If you would like to enjoy more of what Ireland has to offer, please do visit our special St. Patrick's Day virtual Irish house at ireland.ie, where you will find further outstanding performances of Irish music and dance, together with features on Irish culture, trade, history, education, diaspora and much more. Ireland is open and we are looking forward to welcoming you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Lá fáilte. Feliz Dia de São Patrício.